my friend, it's Pat Sloan here. Okay, we have socialites, the block of the week. Here it is. This is mine. It was released last Friday from the Fat Quarter Shop. And you know that I'm always showing mine the week after they released it. And then, 2 days later, they have the next one. But a lot of you are sharing yours. You're keeping up. I would love to see them and tell us which size that you're making, because I think we can all tell when it's the 3-inch size, but between the 6 and the 9, like mine, it's hard to tell in a photo. So it'd be great if you share that. So looking good, right? I think this is a darling block. So cute. And of course, I'm not giving you really much info on it because I want you to go over and discover it yourself each week over at the Fat Quarter Shop when you download it. Okay, let's first just take a look at a few things around here. Did I tell you I ended up getting 2 more of these, and then I ordered the inserts, and I'm waiting now for the weeks, the pre-printed bobbins for weeks and Classic Colorworks to come. They're ordered, they're coming. I have the links below. If you are crazy like me and want to go all out like this with your floss organization, these bobbins are all pre-printed, and I just decided that I'd rather have all of them and go ahead and splurge and do that. So there we go. I'm just waiting now, and then I'll have to collect floss, of course. So here is some of the DMC. That box is the DMCs I do not own yet. I did, when I ordered the next 2 boxes, I ordered like 20 more floss or something, all from the Fat Quarter Shop. So I have to decide, do I want to take these out of here? I have to sort them by color, because if you do anything with floss, you realize that they are not in order by color. Like here is, the 900s that go purple to blue, and there's green, and so, and then there's green in other places, like in the 700s. So I am put in there in like the 3894s green, so they don't have them because I guess, over time they've changed and whatnot. So I have been putting my drawers by the certain colors. So red, pink, yellow, blue, and purple. I do not have much purple. And aqua green. Then I've got orange and tans and browns. And then blacks and grays and neutral, whites, very light creams, things that won't be what I wouldn't consider tan. So there you go, and I will mimic those colors across all of them, so I'll remember eventually. Yeah, I could put something in here. It comes with little tags, but maybe I just put a little color card in there for one of the rows. So, okay, so that's my little obsession. And then I do have my anniversary magnet, the big one here, fits right on the end. That is so fun. Here is something else I did. I ordered new soft mats, the mats to stand on. I have one under there as well, even though I don't stand under there. This particular one came with a set, but I had this black one, and I was just tired of having this black rectangle sit there. So far I'm happy with this. It's working out. And then is my cross stitch. Yes, I am getting there. I am obsessed with finishing it, so I'm working on this center one, and then I just have a horizontal and then 2 verticals. And if you have forgotten what that looks like, it is this one here. So I just have this one and those 2 to finish. I've had several people ask me if this ironing board is unusual, because they said it looks extra wide. I don't think it looks extra wide. This is a normal ironing board cover that I've got from the Fat Quarter Shop a while back. It is not an oversized ironing board cover. This ironing board came from IKEA at least 15 years ago. So I have no idea if IKEA still makes them that they look like this, but I do not think that looks oversized to me. And there, that's what I have. So finally, the weather cooperated enough for me to take the Silver Lake outside for its final on the clothesline little video. It's chilly. It's chilly today, but it's out there. So let's take a look. Finally, outside to see Silver Lake, and you can see I have a jacket on because it is so cold. Last night it was like 30 degrees. We walked in like 31 degrees, so it was cold. Okay, it's gonna blow. Blow, blow, blow. There you are. Oh, isn't that pretty? Yep. There. And yeah, see, quilts on the line blowing in the wind. Isn't that the best? The very best. So thank you everybody for quilting along on the fundraiser for the Virginia Quilt Museum. And this is Silver Lake done with the Virginia Quilt Museum's Blue Mill fabric. Our friend Susie is doing, she's doing curtains out of one of the fabrics. So isn't that fun? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So, okay. Be on the lookout for when the museum does some things with those of you who sewed along. So I'm not sure exactly all the things they're going to do. I've kind of been out of the loop a little bit. So I'm sure that they'll have it in their newsletter. So stay tuned. Now be sure, first, before I say that, I am actually, I've decided I am going to go and add a 1-inch border of the same fabric as the background and each block around the whole exterior, because this is going to go off to be quilted, and I just think it'll just be better that way. I always like that because it just gives me that little wiggle room, and I probably will trim it down kind of close so that when I put the binding on, you don't see much of that, which keeps it more authentic to the original, which didn't have anything extra. It's just the blocks right out to the edge. Okay, so I am going to do that. And like I said, keep up with the Virginia Quilt Museum at their site. Yeah, I'll have to write Alicia, the director, here in the next, time period, because I think they're going to probably collect photos and do some sort of a photo thing. And I don't know what else that they are able to have set up for this. So just be sure you're on their newsletter, and then that way you'll always be up to date. Okay, I have a few goodies. I thought I'd just share those because they're kind of fun. I'm mostly doing cross stitch right now. That's just what is feeding my soul, what I'm interested in. So, my friend Barbara, who also helps with the group, she spotted this, which is a brand new cross stitch that's out, and asked if I or any of the other friends that help me want to make one. So I think a couple of us are, and it just got in. They just got them. They're brand new, so they just came in. But isn't that the sweetest thing ever? And the link is down below for all these things I'm showing you. So I ordered threads also to do this, and I have cloth, so I'll look for the cloth. Now this one was made into a little pillow, which I think is super sweet. Now it is a bit confusing, but they have an advertisement for a different one of their patterns on the back that is not on the inside. So when you look at that, don't get confused. It's just this one on the inside. Okay, so also I had collected prior. I like to collect the cross stitch pad. Look at the ladybug. Look at that. Look how cute that is. Now that's a pretty bright pink that's on. I kind of like it. I don't have anything that bright, so I might have to find a deeper pink. And then I noticed that there was a firefly. Look how cute they are. So after I finished that, I had to go back and do some of my red house, and then I will do one of these. Which one? Ladybug or firefly? Which one? Tell me. And then I saw this. So a pull charm, so you can put it on your zipper bags. You could put it on your tote bag, just to hang off of it to be cute. A snail, because this is like there were snails in Wendy's Scrappy Quilt Along. Yes. Which is going to my quilter, by the way. All right, so I have two other things I want to show you. One is a sew sampler from February, and there actually are still February boxes available, so I'm going to show you the contents of that. And then I want to show you my quilt in the Stitch Together. It's a book put out by who is it? By the Virginia Quilt Museum with Mary Kerr and Donna DeSoto. And this is a book that is about, it's all quilts, a certain size, done about places in Virginia. So let's look at this one first. It is to celebrate the 250th anniversary. It was organized quite a while back. They put out a call for quilts, and there's several categories. The Power of People. I can't read upside down, that one. Unfinished Revolutions, Virginia's Experiments, and We the People. So when we did, we're asked to submit an idea and then submit the actual quilt, which will be in the collection and travel and things like that. So you'll be able to see it at big shows. It'll be just so cool. This is a quilt in the Virginia Quilt Museum. Okay, so I'm going to show you a couple here, just some random ones. So they were all about, you know, well, these ones, both of them happen to be sort of landscapey. They tell you who made it, the name of the quilt, and then the authors wrote about it. We wrote something, and then they took it and expanded it or reduced it down to the size available. So the authors of the book actually, you know, kind of worked on that. So look here. So there's more fun. They're just fun. You could do it in any kind of style. There wasn't any guideline that it had to look or be a certain way. Okay, so here is mine. This is mine here, which is from a museum, from a park, a national park. It was part of the national park, the Shenandoah National Park, and this is one of these compasses found in the parks. And I was standing there taking a photo. And then I also have to show you that here's some of the other sections with, you know, different stories. And you can see how amazing the quilts are. Yeah, look at this. Look. But I was flipping along and I thought, that kind of looks like me. And guess what? Guess what? Dina did a portrait of me. I was shocked and honored, just absolutely astounded. And she used my fabric. These are all my fabrics in here. It was just so fun to find that. And I did email Dina. Okay, so that is this book, and you can order it directly from the Virginia Quilt Museum and get your copy from them, which will help support the museum. And you can order this from Amazon. It's just a hardback. That's it. There isn't like a digital or anything. But if you want to support the museum with your purchase, you can order it directly from them. And I'll give you both links. Okay, so the Sew Sampler box. Let me just give you a peek in there. This is their theme, and they have on the back, there was a 15% that month. There was a 15% off of layer cakes. And then they give you actually another idea for what to use the fabrics for, you know, on the back as well, which is really nice because sometimes you may not want to make the pattern that's the exclusive with the box. So the box always comes with a bunch of goodies. I spy with my eye. Oh, the endurance cutter. I love these. They're my favorite. And they always have a little booklet in case you get something like a notion or something and you're not sure what it is. You can look it up in there. What else did they send us this time? Look at this. Look at this little ruler. Oh my goodness. So darling. So darling. And we've got some of their new... What size is this? 6-inch, makes 6-inch blocks. Those are very cool. They could look very patriotic, don't you think? Don't you think? Very patriotic. Here is the pattern, the exclusive pattern that comes just with this box. This is the only way that you can get it. And the fabric. The fabric is called Farmer's Daughter. And it has, it's a Lori Holt fabric. And it has these there's chickens. There's chickens on there. Do you see? But the colors are, there's pinks, grays, teal, greens, orange. Really quite, you know, quite lovely. They all look like kind of 30s, like kind of 30s fabric. You know, inspired by the 30s. And then the Fat Core Shop always does this kind of block a month. So that's the pattern for the month. And those are great. You can keep them. You don't have to do that sampler, but you might find that you enjoy the block and make it for something else. Okay, my friends, you have the Socialites block, and if you want to get stitching together to see some just amazing projects. They're just incredible. Okay, I love you. Mwah. Thank you for being here in the Sloan Zone. I will see you online.